The fight over water reforms bubbled over in Parliament today, with Labor accusing the government of pushing up council rates to pay for the country's crumbling pipes.
But the new minister is accusing his predecessor of wasting over $1 billion on the controversial Three Waters reform. Newshub's obtained details of where all that cash water went. Here's political reporter Amelia Wade.
Switching governments has seen the water reforms tap turned on and off.
I feel like we're back where we were 3 years ago when Labor brought out their great proposal.
Central Otago Mayor Tim Cadogan says National's plan has a lot of similarities, but the new one will just take longer and cost more.
It's going to be another long period of time before the efficiencies that are needed are going to kick into play.
As it's stupid, it doesn't add up and it's not going to make sense and it's going to result in high rates.
You have no idea how much this is going to cost ratepayers.
No, this will enable them to access the long-term funding and financing that they need to be able to spread out the significant infrastructure investment they need to over time.
National's new Local Water Done Well plan will allow councils to buddy up and merge water assets into council-controlled organisations, scrapping Labor's 10 mandated water entities. But $1.2 billion has already been sunk into the water reforms.
The last government thought there was a magic money tree.
We're talking about $185 billion that needs to be spent. And we found a way in which we could do that in an affordable way, but it required massive structural overhaul that costs money. We don't apologise for that $1.2 billion because it had to be done.
Yesterday, the local government minister said most of that $1.2 billion was sunk costs, the price the government had to pay to scrap Labor's old plans. Now we've obtained details of exactly where that water money went. $30 million went to drinking water supplies for rural communities, 73.7 on supporting iwi and the local government sector, and $190 million on local government policy and related services for program costs.
Are you at least going to try recover some of that $1.2 billion?
We will. We'll try and be as efficient as we can. If there's things that money has been spent on that we can repurpose, we'll try and do all of that.
Then $215 million went on creating operating corporate and tech systems. $207.6 million went to councils for better off funding sweeteners for community projects. But the lion's share, $527 million, was spent on grants for water infrastructure.
Would you count that money as wasted?
Well, no, but this is typical of the prior government where they spend a huge amount of money but actually failed to deliver their reforms.
So, not quite all the water cash flushed down the dunny then. Amelia Wade, Newshub.